What's up everyone? The nominations have been made and a potential huge backdoor plan could be in place. Plus, one house guest seems to have blown up their game. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Alright folks, now right before we get started, if you haven't already and you want quick, concise and fun Big Brother videos on your YouTube feed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's just down there, so click it, click it, click it, click it. And also hit the like button because that really helps me out, and also hit the bell icon to get notified every single time a brand new upload goes live. Alright, we'll start today's video out with some rather exciting news. Now folks, prepare yourself for this because it's been years in the making. Next Thursday we'll see the return of the Big Brother live audience. Can we get an amen or a celebration or something? Because it's not Big Brother without an audience, right? That is the whole point of Big Brother. It's people watching people. So to get some people back in the studio and clapping and cheering and hopefully booing some house guests is going to be absolutely wonderful. I cannot wait for Thursday next week. I should totally just book a flight to LA right now and get into the studio myself, because man oh man, I am excited about this. I am thrilled to know that the audience is back, and we are led to believe that is the plan at the moment because they were advertising it on the ticket site and saying, you know, you need to bring your masks, all that kind of stuff. So as of right now, we will be getting an audience on Thursday unless something drastic happens. Praying to God it won't, although something drastic happening in the Big Brother house could be quite fun. Jumping straight into nomination talk now, Taylor is of course the head of household. Yes, sorry, just had to have a little celebration there because I'm still not over how amazing that news is. But here we go. She decided to nominate Terence and Indy for eviction. So that's an interesting combination. It is a week that is turning out to be very confusing and not as straightforward as it should be, unfortunately. It seemed at first Terence was the target, and then the target switched to Indy. And then there was a potential backdoor plan. So there's all sorts of plans in place from different people in the house, which is Big Brother, right? And it's nice to see, because in recent years, to be honest, it would have been, yeah, we put these two people up, we don't use the veto, we send this person out, and that person goes by unanimous vote. Do not like that. However, lots of confusion can be scary in Big Brother. It gets the anxiety going, it gets the adrenaline going for Thursday night, but it seems lots of people want different things in the house. So we're going to talk about that very shortly. Luckily, I'm recording late today, so I can actually talk about who got picked to play in the veto competition. Of course, we have the HOH and the two nominees, plus Alyssa, Kyle and Jasmine. Now, I think I'm led to believe we're in a situation in which Kyle, and correct me if I'm wrong, because my take could be terrible here, but give or take, because I would say there's a potential chance of other people, but I would say Kyle is most likely the only person not to use the veto. I could be wrong. Again, I feel like Alyssa might use it on Indy. Indy picked Alyssa to play in the veto, so she might feel like she owes her. Jasmine is obviously quite close with Indy. I don't think anyone would use it on Terence apart from Terence. And again, Taylor might even use it if she wants to do a backdoor. It's anyone's game. This is Big Brother. I love it. I love it. I love the speculation. It's much better than just, you know, predictable colour by numbers and block by block ABC gameplay. This is A, Z, Q, P, 4, 9 equals divided by blindside butterbeans. Now, of course, something we have to take into account is the two games within a game that is supposedly going to be happening, because, you know, when Julie closed out the show the other night, it was pretty much like, house guests, we have a twist coming up. This week, World War III will begin and the polar ice caps will begin to melt. Good night. And we were like, make it make sense. Then they put all the house guests on a wall, stuck tinfoil dildos on their heads and made them compete to win head of household. It didn't make sense. Okay, that's the fun though, right? We got to speculate what this split house is going to be, because I think people are starting to speculate that it's going to be teams, you know, like dodgeball picks, you know, of like, I want you, and then last person left is obviously the loser, and then end up on the team that doesn't pick anyone, because that'll be when 10 people are left, right? So it'll be 5 and 5. People are worried about Taylor because they feel like she's expendable to both sides of the house. And what I'm interested to see, this is the one I'm excited for, is Kyle having to play his cards and put his cards on the table, because he's going to have to probably choose between the leftovers and Alyssa. And if he really is a simp, then he's going to pick Alyssa. That's going to be fun. I'm excited. See, I like this twist in the regard that it makes people show their true colours, and also it doesn't allow pack mentality gameplay to happen. And in a way, Festy Bestie kind of did that as well. God, thought I was past saying those words. Ooh. I just threw up a little in my mouth. But yeah, I'm excited to see what this twist holds, right? It's nice to see that, you know, in 24 seasons in, and we're still getting things that we haven't had before. So let's hope it turns out good. I'd love to hear everybody else's thoughts on what you think this 2 games within a game will be. Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to see some speculation, because, man, we could bark up a million trees and still be incredibly wrong. But I don't know. This could be exciting. It could be exciting. But I'm very, very hyped for Thursday night. Now it appears Joseph has gone into overdrive. In the game, he is continually working all sides of the house when he doesn't need to. The leftovers have kind of told him, just chillax, you know, you don't need to be doing all this. Like, we've got this on lock right now. We're chill. But Joseph continues to work, which was good for a time when there was a couple of cracks in the leftovers, but I don't know, I feel like he is doing too much. So much so to the point where he turned around to Taylor and said, here's an idea, how about you put me up on the block as a replacement nominee after the veto? Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin. Right, okay. I'm going to do the Macaulay Culkin face once more. Who in their right mind says put me on the block after the veto? Who? I like Joseph a lot, but I do not like that. That is criminal in Big Brother. That is absolutely criminal. You do not do that, because, get this, on top of that now, on top of the fact that he's turned around and said, Taylor, do that, Michael and Brittany are now plotting and saying we could take the shot at Joseph if he ends up on the block. Honestly, I like Joseph a lot. He's one of my favourites, definitely in my top 3. But if he ends up on the block after the veto, after saying, Taylor, put me up, he deserves to go home. That's me separating personal from game right there, and me saying he deserves to go home. Because if you want to make a dumbass move like that, I get the incentive of the fact that it makes it look like he and Taylor aren't as close as they are. But if you want to be that dumb, go see Julie Chen Moonves on Thursday night. Now the veto competition coming up, I do believe, is the Yankee swap. Speaking of the Yankees, just on another note, we beat them last night. Suck it, New York! All my Red Sox people say hi. Say hi. But yes, I believe it is the Yankee swap veto, where you pass along the veto and you pass along the holiday and the money and the costume and the slop and all that kind of stuff. And Jasmine's already getting uptight about it. You know, if y'all do this on my birthday week, you know, I'm not gonna forgive you. You know, that's a terrible Jasmine accent, but it's, you know, Jasmine's accent's terrible anyway, because it's fake, right? So anyway, that's happening. I kind of hope she is given a punishment or a costume or some slop thing for her birthday, because the amount she goes on about it is just ridiculous. It would be funny if Turner was playing, because you just know Turner would 100% give her a punishment or something. He would not care. Turner's hosting though, so he's gonna have some energy. I'll see Turner hosting. That's a win for Bye people. Let's go. He's the coolest. He is really the coolest. I love Turner to bits. He is hilarious. His facial expressions do not hide themselves. And I find myself being a very similar person. If I'm pissed, if I'm happy, if I'm any emotion, y'all are gonna see it in my face, as y'all know from my videos day in day out. So I don't know. I'm excited for Turner to host it, and I hope Jasmine gets a punishment. It is very apparent that Jasmine is down bad for Joseph. She fancies the pants off him and wants him. Don't we all? But she's married, she's got a husband, and in my opinion, call me old-fashioned, but I think it's disrespectful to be on the live feeds lusting over somebody else when you're married. I'd be disappointed if my partner did that, and I'm single, but if I was with somebody, I would be disappointed, and I wouldn't do that to somebody in that. Yeah, I mean, potentially I could be attracted to someone in the house, but I wouldn't be making a big deal out of it like Jasmine is, because it would be wrong to do that to whoever I was with, right? I just think it would be disrespectful. And, you know, she was, oh my God, right, okay, so get this morning, again, luckily I'm recording late so I can talk about a little bit what went on this morning. She looks at Joseph and goes, Joseph, do I look ugly in the morning? And Joseph says to her, no, I think you look the same. that was basically Joseph saying, I'm not attracted to you, Jasmine, please back off, stay away from me right now. And she also did this thing, I've got the clip up right now on Twitter, and it's it just zoomed in there. It is creeping the out of me. Jasmine, she kind of like leans over into like a yoga position, but you know what she's doing. She arches her backside into the air, and right in front of Joseph, who's in the next bed to her. We know what she's doing. She's trying to get a little bit of a Joseph attention. That's what's happening there. Again, call me old-fashioned, but I think it's very disrespectful to her husband, and she has proven time and time again that she's. I don't know. I feel like in a way I'm glad we had Jasmine as a house guest, because she's been somebody who's been the centre of memes and the centre of, oh my God, what's this person going to do next? We've had, obviously, Anklegate, which has gone on for 16 months now, and now we've got this, lusting after Joseph era. Put it this way, if Joseph and Jasmine get together, that truly will be blindside butter beans. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. It is, it's an interesting one today. And you know what? It's nice to have delivered a live feed update without somebody saying something derogatory. I'm sure somebody said something, but I probably missed it. And do you know what? That's nice. That's nice, right? I don't know. Yeah, nothing blew up, basically, which was good. It's an indicator that we can talk about the game a bit more rather than some offensive thing somebody has said. But folks, I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. Let me know what you're up to, what you're doing. And thank you yesterday, by the way. I saw all the comments come in, all the lovely kind words wishing my mum a happy birthday. So thank you. To that, I'll let her know. And it just means the world to me. So thank you. And folks, like I say, have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, let me know everything that you're thinking about Big Brother in the comment section below. But I hope that you're all staying safe, staying positive, staying healthy out there. And remember to be kind to one another. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.